handy because we'll use it just a little bit for warm up, but let's just start with some shoulder rolls. Adding those elbows, give it a little lift and extend and open, lift and extend and open. Add a little bend of the knees, rounding through the back, opening the chest, rounding and opening. And one more time, bring it down. Let's roll through our cat and inhale through our cow for now. Exhale, cat, and inhale, cow. And then do that same thing, but off to one side, little angle, and then the other way. And then big deep breath in as you climb back up, roll those shoulders up, back and down. Go ahead, grab that band, just fold it in half for now so it won't be too much in your way, and put it around your neck as you add a little step touch. Keep that going. My music's on the wrong beat. Sorry. Good. Keep that going. Just 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. All you're going to do is add a little hamstring curl. Bring that band out in front of you, still folded in half. And with that hamstring curl, just give me a little tricep extension. So you got a little bend in your elbow, press back every time you curl that leg. Last 2. Good. Step touch again. Bring that band around behind you, still down at your, kind of below your hips so you can get a little bicep curl. And again, it's folded in half. Your range of motion might be pretty small. You want to kind of have it under your booty so there's hopefully not a reason for it to pop up. And then just bring that back around, let it drape over your neck again. Add those arms back in, and we'll take 2 steps to the right. And you're going to leave it here this time, step touch, bring your band back again. Go ahead and unfold it this time. Bring it around behind you, up at your armpit level this time. And arms are nice and wide. Band is between your thumb and your forefingers. It'll stay in place, step touch in front. Little chest press, just a little chest press. If you want a little more shoulder, you bring it up a little higher. Good. Keep those toes in front. Bring that band around in front of you. You can either have it folded in half or keep it single. Give me a knee lift and a pull down. And you may have to slow it down a little or just cut your range of motion. And then we're going to start to angle a little. So that back arm will pull a little more. 4, 3, then we're going to stay on the right and double time it. And relax. Rock it side to side. Drape it again. And we're going to take 2 to the left and 4, 3, 2, here you go. And leave it here again. Step touch. And then bring that tap in front as you bring that band behind you. armpit level again. And then try and make it, whichever you didn't do last time, I did more up. So maybe a little more in front, but if you prefer that shoulder, either way. And then keep that toe going, bring that hand around, up and over you go, and knee lift. And when you're ready, pull down. And start to crisscross a little. And in a moment, we'll stay on the left and double time in 4, 3, 2, here you go. And relax. You can toss that band off to the side. Let those shoulders relax a little. Drop them out of your ears and wide stance again. And we'll come down. We'll roll through that cat. Inhale through that cow. Drop that right shoulder in. Let's lift that left arm up and bring it down. Drop the left shoulder in. Lift that right arm and bring it down. Rolling and extending and rolling and extending. Big deep breath in and relax that down. All right. So let's grab that band and lasso our left foot. And then the band goes in the right hand. And for now, let's just have that palm facing front. Lunge into your right leg. Left leg is fairly straight. Little bend in that right arm if you want, or just secure it here. And then it's a little lift with those toes pointing down, hopefully, so you feel a little more in that outer hip area. And then if you want to, add a bicep curl with that right hand. Two more. Good. Last one. See if you can hold that leg up. Just a couple inches. Give me both things at the same time. A little pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that band on your foot, but move it now to your same hand. So left foot, left hand. And we're going to lunge a little deeper this time into that right leg. Bicep curl if you want, or leave the arm there. And pick up that back leg. And this time we're going to kick out and kick out. So if you want to add that bicep curl, and if you can, by the way, you can use your chair if need be, you bicep curl when you kick out. So things, hand and knee get close together and further away. Two more. And then we pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, relax that. The band can actually stay in your left hand, but your right foot is going in the band. Lunge out on that left leg. Bend that knee a little bit. Right foot turns in, and it's that lift and lower. You're welcome to add that bicep curl. Two more. And then we pick it up, try and stay a little off the ground, and just press for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Just switching it up so it's right hand, right leg, chair if you want it. So hand and knee are close together, and if you kick, you also move that hand away, whether it's a bicep curl or just interior press with that shoulder. 2 more. Good. Hold it here. Give me a little pulse. 2 more. And relax. Let's give that leg a little love. So right foot stays back, left leg extend out, send that tailbone long. So long, flat spine. Roll it under and extend it out again. Roll those toes up, turn them in, roll them up and turn them out. And that knee, come on up. Let's do that the other way. So straighten out the right leg, roll and extend, lift the toes up, pivot in, and lift the toes up and pivot out. And bring it up. All right. And then we're going to grab that band single, but we're going to kind of wrap it around our hands so we don't have to grip quite as tightly. There you go. And we're going into our very wide plie stance. You can just hold your hands here for now. Let's get that lower body going. Think about how low can I go? Can I get my quads parallel to the ground? And then I'm going to pull down when I come up, lift that chest, pull the belly button in. Come down, pull out and down. So you get wider as you pull down. So when you're down, your arms are up. When you come up, they pull out and down. Beautiful. This time we're going to stay down. We're going to give a little pulse up and down. We're going to do a little pulse out to slide. And bring that up. Woo, shake that out. Let's step back with the left leg. Tuck the hip under and drop into a stretch for the front of that left quad and hip flexor. Left arm can come up if you want. You can move over to the right. And then stand it up. Right leg goes back. Tuck it under, drop that hip. Right arm can come up and over if you want. And bring that up. All right, so this time we're going to use the chair. Similar move to what we did before. You're going to actually wrap the right foot this time. So go around the top of it and then bring it around behind. So it looks like that. So you kind of double wrapped it. It starts up across the top of the foot, crisscrosses behind. And then we're going to have it also in the right hand. Lunge into that left leg. And then right arm, you're going to play with this. It might just hang here. You might move it forward a little bit. We're going to start with just a leg raise, but with tension on it. And again, left knee is bent. And then if you want, you move that arm away as the leg comes up. One more like that. And you're going to turn the toe out, heel in. And as you go up, your arm comes a little bit towards your left knee. So a little diagonal. Right leg goes up and out with the toe turned in. Right arm goes towards the left knee. And you're nice and bent into that left leg. Last 2. And last 1. Okay. And then we're coming back. We're going to bring that leg way up, try and get it parallel again. Try and see how close you can get your right arm to the chair. You may even be able to place it in the chair. I think my band is too tight to do that, but and then it's just that stronger kickback than we did before. So it should be much more tension than the first time we did this, so that you're feeling it right off the bat. And that left leg is not having a picnic. With that leg out behind you and straight, just lift an inch, lift an inch, lift an inch. So everything going on at once. Lift, lift, lift. Oh, and relax. Ow, 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 ow. Cross that right leg over the left. Woo, send your chair out and your hips out so you get a long stretch in your spine. And then roll it under and send it out again. Cross that right ankle over your left. Come up and over. Hips go right, arm goes left. And back up we go. Alrighty, other side. So band goes across the top of the left foot and around behind the arch, so crisscross. Again, tighter than it's been before, hopefully. Step forward with that right leg back with the left. Left arm hanging down. Just start with that lift, straight lift. Keep that right knee nice and bent. Again, that arm can come forward if you want. And then we turn that toe out a whole bunch. And then the left hand is going toward the right knee. All right, here comes the big one. You're going to see if you can grab the chair with your left hand and the band. Bend a lot into that left knee, bend that right knee, kick back. Kick back. Two more. Leave it out straight and lift, lift. And relax. Woo! Goodness. Left ankle crosses the right. Slide those hips back or that chair forward, your long spine. Roll it under and extend it out. Cross the left ankle in front of the right. And then up and over you go. Hips go left, arm to the right. All right, and then we're going to get to sit in the chair for a second. We're going to do that same catch. So we're going to bring it across the top of the right foot and around behind the right arch. And then the band goes into your right hand, which is down at your side with some tension. You're going to bend that right knee, kick it out, feel your right quad. Notice if you slumped in your chair, do your best to sit up nice and tall. And so we kick and we kick. Flex through the heel as you kick. Hold it for a second at the top till you feel those muscles engage. Two more, just like that. And then you maybe have to loosen up a little bit. You're going to bend that right elbow and the right knee and kick them both at the same time. Hold, bend and hold. Big tricep, big quad. I hope we're feeling these. Okay, two more. And last one, press it out, hold, press both in the wrong opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, 1, up, release. Let's stretch that before we move on. So we're gonna let that left hip drop off, tuck it behind you, drop into it. Left arm comes to your left shoulder, up and over you go. Move the hand to the middle of your back, and then to the opposite shoulder. And then up we go, other side. So again, we'll lasso the right foot by bringing that band across the top and then around behind, crisscrossing. And then we want to start with tension, probably more tension than we'll use in a moment. Kick straight, and release. Kick. Feel that quad. Stay nice and tall. And then you probably want to give yourself a little slack so that when both are bent, you can extend and get that right tricep and right quad. Little pause at the top. And last one, hold it, hold it, hold it, pulse 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, and then we'll drop that right hip off. Drop it behind you. Right arm to your right shoulder. And middle of the back. And opposite. And shake that out. All right. Yeah. We're heading to the ground, so bring your band with you, please. And start in that seated position. Fold the band in half. And bring that behind you. And then you can either, if it's nicer to your hand, you can take one hand just through the fold, and then the other hand can just do the loop around so you don't have to grip as tightly. And then bring that behind your hamstrings and give me a hinge back. So roll down position, and then extend those arms and press out on the band. Grab and pull yourself up. Lower yourself down, reach it out, and pull yourself up. So you get to use your band as much as you want, using your biceps to lower and lift, or not at all, right? You can just use your abs. The nice thing about using the band is you can get really nice form and feel that extra, hopefully. Do more. And then on this next one, we're going to stay in that back position. Press those arms away, holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that band right behind you again and lower yourself down nice and easy. Pull those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. And then put the knees on the ground. We're going to basically do the same thing, but from down to up. So bring that band behind your thighs. Use your biceps. Pull yourself up a few inches, and then extend those arms. And then lower yourself down. Inhale. Exhale, lift, using biceps or abs, or a little of both, or whatever combination you want, 90-10, 50-50, 60-40. Hopefully not 0-0. And last one, relax down. Keep that one in mind for later. And now we're going to lasso just our right foot, the same way we did earlier. The band goes across the top of the right foot, crisscrosses at the arch, and comes behind us. And then the band is in our right hand, and we'll choke up on it a little bit, and then press the shoulder blade down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up one more time, press it down, leave it down, point the toes. Left hand is on the left hip so that you can keep it nice and solid as you start tiny leg circles with the right leg, making sure the left hip isn't involved at all. You can start to make the circles bigger if you're feeling more confident, and you can stretch that left leg out on the ground, flex through that heel. And then come back to center, bend that right knee, detangle, put the right foot on the ground, Band goes across the top of the left foot, around behind the arch, and there you go. Left hand grabs it, shoulder blade down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up one more, press it down, leave it there, point the toe, right hand on the right hip, tiny circles with that left leg. When you feel confident, make those circles bigger if you like. Stretch the right leg out on the ground. And then you're going to bend that left knee in and grab that band. We're going to fold it in half. And then since the leg stretch with this seems to bother most people's backs, we're going to do leg pull with this. So bring the band behind your right hamstring. And again, we're going to be using those biceps a little bit. Left leg is extended. So right leg's tabletop, left leg is reaching. We're going to lift up and I'm going to press the hamstring away, but then I'm going to pull it in, press it away, pull it in, but I'm going to do both at the same time. So with a little pulsing motion. And relax. Switch it up. Band goes behind the left knee, which is in tabletop. Right leg extends. Press and pull. Press and pull. And relax. All right. Now we take that band, cross the tops of both feet, around behind the arches. So we've lassoed both feet. We're going to bring our hands down. You can wrap if you want. See, that may or may not work for you. Try and get all parts of your tricep on the ground, including your shoulders and your elbows. Let those legs slowly move away with no change in your low back. Deep breath in, exhale, flex up nice and slowly. Nod your head yes to lengthen out the back of the neck. Abs in, ribs flat, low back stays where it is. Two more. And ooh, let all that go. Legs wide. Let's just let the left knee drop in, right leg drop open. And then the other way. And then back to center. All right, we're going to lasso both legs again. Across the top and around behind. Hands back where they were. And then this is our tick-tock. But again, because you have this band, you may be able to go a little further than usual. Or if you go too far, bad stuff happens. All right. Then you're going to choke up on that band. We're going to let those legs lower to lift our torso. And then we're going to let our torso lower to lift our legs. So a little rocking motion. And then this time come up, leave those legs out, and give me a rowing motion. Thumbs are up. I want you to remember that rocking, because we don't get to do it later. We're going to do what you know is coming, the teaser instead, which is sort of the opposite of what we just did. Two more. And then you can pull yourself into a spine stretch, maybe separate those feet a little. And then release all that. Let's get one more opportunity for that outer hip. So band is folded in half. Move your knees toward me. Take the folded part of your band and slide it under both legs. So now that fold is in my top hand. So I'm sort of sitting mermaid style. I'm going to take my top hand. I'm going to reach all the way around both legs. I'm going to grab that with a really long tail. And then I'm going to lie down. With my right arm underneath my right ear, heels together, toes apart. Press open. You should feel tension. Keep the knuckle on the ground, the left knuckle, and then press open more and more and more. So we're never closing. And then flip it so the heels are in the air and apart. Open up so you have tension. Keep the tension, go further open, further open. And relax. Woo, give that hip a little love. And then we'll come around and we'll have to flip the band so that as I switch, I bring the fold underneath both legs, up and around my top leg. I'm going to reach down. I'm going to grab that really close to my thigh, rest on the left arm, heels together, toes apart, waistline lifted, press open. Once you're open, go more. And then knees down, heels up. And relax. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Let's go ahead, flip over onto our abs. You're going to drape that band across your tailbone and sacrum, but you can unfold it now. And then, as always, we want to lengthen out our legs. Feel those quads engaged by lifting our kneecaps, but press the toenails into the ground. And then bring that band, your hands underneath the band. And try and get those shoulders both out of your ears, but squeeze together. Press the pubic bone into the ground. Lengthen your fingers. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button pulls in, knees lift, toes stay down. Float yourself up. Rotate the palms toward each other. That's all you're doing. And down. Inhale. Exhale, lift the tiniest bit, upper body. Rotate the palms toward each other. And exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to rotate. And then one more time like that. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to rotate. Stay up. Turn the palms toward the ceiling. Press up and out. Up and out. Up and out. And relax. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift up and out, but you're going to stretch as far as you can go, involving that lower back. And then relax. And we'll press all the way back, shell stretch. Okay. My favorite, although it's awkward to get into, take the band in between your right big toe and your second toe. You can make a loop if you prefer, but you can hold it with your toes. They will cramp, but do that. And then up on your knees, take the band into your left hand and do-si-do your partner. Up and around it goes. So it comes from the right heel across the back to your left hand. And then come down on all fours. Find your cat and your cow, and then neutral spine. Extend that right leg, feel some tension. You can stay here, or you can lift and lower it. Or you could add that left arm, hold your bird dog. Or you could do both, up and down, working those erectors. Two more. And we'll stretch those right toes in a second, but meanwhile, band goes between your left big toe and second toe. Scrunch it up if you need to. Up and around it goes, right hand, oh, do-si-do your partner. And then square it up. Left leg extends, it can stay there, it can lift and lower. You can add the right arm bird dog, you can do both. And relax. All right, tuck your toes, give them a little stretch. I can't sit all the way back on my toes, but I'm sure some of you can. So just put as much pressure as you're okay with. If you need to, you could make little fists again. Give yourself a little extra space. And then flip it the other way. Pop, pop, pop your toes a little bit. And then we're going to take that band around behind our armpit. Woo. Have some tension on your band, and then come down onto your forearms for our plank. Drop into it, and then we go pre-plank by lifting up from our knees to our head. We can roll onto the tops of the thighs. Make sure your pinkies are down, or you can come all the way up into your plank. And I just want you to apply constant pressure against the band. So not up and down, but just a constant pressure against that band. So you're going to feel that a little bit more in your abs. And then come on down. We're going to flip all the way over onto our spine, and we're going to finish off with our teaser, but we have lots of options, as always. But we are going to, well, no, I'll just show you the very first option you are welcome to stay with, and that would be band behind your hamstrings and using it just like we did before. Part of the way up, hold on and inhale, all the way down, inhale. Come up and extend. So you're welcome to stay there, but next option is to extend those, to lasso those legs, band across the tops and behind the arches. And then first option here is to just lift and lower the legs. So now you have two options, either band behind the hamstrings or just legs. Next option, big challenge. You're going to walk way up, way up, way up. So your hands are almost to your ankles. Lower the legs, but maybe that's 45. And then without moving them anymore, try to come up to them. And then you can lower yourself down and come up to them. And then if you want the next option, you could try and stay here with your torso, but lift and lower the legs. So balance. And then final option, everything goes down, everything comes up. You can use your arms to lift your legs. Everything comes down and everything comes up. So I think you have 5 versions now. Choose the one that makes the most sense for your body. It's going to keep you nice and safe. You're going to do one more, whatever you're doing. If you want to hold it at the top, you are welcome to. And then mosey your way to your spine. We're going to stretch using the band parallel with the foot if that's okay with you. So I'm going to put my right foot in the band, parallel with it. And then as I extend that leg, I'm going to grab with my right hand the back, but I'm going to use the front, use my left hand to pull my toes back toward my face. And then I'm going to grab that with the right hand. So I have a lot of tension on that foot and that calf right now. And then I'm going to push the ball of the foot away to increase that, and then push the toes away. Pull the toes back, ball the foot back, heel up. And then turn the toe out like a duck and press through the ball of the foot and the toes. Toes, ball of the foot, heel. And then go pigeon-toed. One more time, press the ball of the foot and then the toes. And then pull the toes and the ball of the foot back, press the heel up. Give it a little glide, let your right elbow rest on the ground and let it open to the right. Grab hold with your left hand, straighten out your left leg, turn the toes in and let your left elbow rest on the ground, giving yourself that outer hip passive stretch. And then we bring that back to center. We're going to bend the knee and we're going to do what we did a moment ago, which is pull the toes back with the left hand and then grab with both hands. And that should be quite a bit of a hamstring and calf and even foot stretch. And then you can move it a little bit in and out, circles, whatever would feel good, but challenging perhaps. And then glide it up, still holding on really tightly, and then nice and loose. lower it down using your arms, and then let go one side. That right side should feel so much better than the left. And then we'll even it up. Left foot goes in the band parallel. And again, I'm gonna use my right hand to pull those toes back and then grab the band. And then I'm gonna press the ball of the foot and the toes up, pull the toes back, ball of the foot back, heel up. Rotate out, ball of the foot, toes, toes, ball of the foot, heel, and then pigeon toed. Same thing, ball of the foot, toes, toes, ball of the foot, heel. And then back to center. Give yourself some slack so the left elbow can support the leg in space. Inner thigh and hamstring, passive stretch. And then reach over with your right hand, pull that all back, straighten out the right leg, let the left leg drop in. So my right elbow, is supporting here. So nice outer hip stretch on the left. And then everything comes back, bend that knee in, and you'll choke up on that a whole bunch using both hands to pull back. And then again, maybe manipulate up against that band, should feel this. And then start to straighten out. And then give yourself some slack and use your arms to lower the leg. And then release. And that should feel fantastic. Heels together, toes apart. Heels and feet together, knees apart, passive inner thigh one more time. And then hands wrap around behind the outside, pull them together. Right knee all the way over the left, hug those shins in, reach for that left shin, give it a deeper hug than usual. And then let those knees rotate to the left if that's okay with you. And back to center, uncross. Left knee goes over the right. I'm going to grab that right shin, pull in and up and over. And then let those knees drop to the right. And then however you want to get there, hands and knees. Undulate forward and back in your cat-cow. And then stack it all up. Tuck your toes, press it up, pedal it out. Wide stance, walk it back, bend your knees, roll cat, inhale cow. And we have our curtsies. Thank y'all.